What is up, YouTube? I'm back, and I promised more Little Big Planet 2 videos for my subscribers. So here we go. I'm just gonna delve into something I've been working on for a while since launch, and I think it's turned out pretty well. So let's see what we've got here. So what this is right here, this is a Mechinator, following the Little Big Planet theme of Enator power-ups and devices. So Mechinator, you get into it, you can walk around like this and shoot piles of shoot blobs of goo. And something else I can do is I can change the color. So see, I've got, when I change my player color, it changes with it. This is another neat addition to Little Big Planet 2. So there's this I've got right now, bright green, my personal favorite color. And so we're just gonna continue forward so I can show you some other aspects. Since the legs are in a rotating ball, it goes over terrain pretty well like this. And also I made a jump, which is surprisingly very hard to make, as I stated in my other video. And it works really well. You can, it has good air control, I think, so I don't know. Yeah, sure. So first bad guy right here. If I get hit, I've got a health system that's on my, here, you can see it. If I zoom in, whoops. So right on my arm right there, there's a little red bar, and depending on how full that little red bar is how much health I have. Well, I mean, yeah, you know what I mean. So right now I just got hit a couple times, so I've got that real red bar up. If I get hit 20 times, then I explode and the level is over. Until I figure out how to make a decent working checkpoint, that is. These are just some makeshift bad guys. And also, you see that I have a little bit of damage as indicated on that counter. So what I can do is I can go over to this health pickup, and you can see that all that damage is gone. So that's basically how it works. And I'm going to show you another, whoops, never mind. I can show you a couple more examples of how this is all going to play together in a new level series I'm working on called Mechinator Quest. Whoops, don't want to do that. Not done yet. So this is the first level in Mechinator Quest, and basically what you're doing is you are starting, this level starts backwards from the Little Big Planet 2 story, so you're going through the story areas backwards, and you're piloting a giant mech that can shoot whatever it is that, whatever context you're in. So for example, in this level it was shoot goo, surrounded space, and you're on a gooey planet, and basically you'll go all the way back, and the final world will be DaVinci's world, which will be taken over by a new race of meanies, and I'll get into that soon enough, but I just started production on this, and it's going well so far, so we will start this level over again. See what we've got in our hands here. So your pod has crashed on this war-torn, desolate planet, much like the Cosmos from the very end of the game. And that's the point of the thing of going back and revisiting all these old worlds and whatnot. And basically, Higginbotham's been living out here, and whoops, he's sort of been camping out in these cardboard boxes to stay away from the new meanies that he's brought forth by tearing open space-time continuum or something like that. So he's got some old dialogue, I guess. And he built this hideout made out of bubble paper and cardboard. So yeah, I've got some Roy Scout planned. Good stuff. And here he's going to just show me my first Mechinator, which you guys have already seen in my test level. So I've got some drawings on the wall saying R1, shoot, R to aim. I'm going to shoot this door open. And I can jump with X, like I said. I've got some cool atmosphere stuff going on. Open the lock to that door. And he's just telling me if I get hit 20 times, I'm toast. So I'm gonna get hit a couple times. And it doesn't really work out too well, I don't know why, I'll have to fix it. Oh, there we go. It's working now. But there's some health pickup, and like that's all I've got right now. But I've just started it, and it'll be coming along soon enough. Like I said, it took forever to make this mech, and I will continue to make improvements on it. Like for example, it kind of rolls back sometimes if you go backwards too fast. But for the most part, it works pretty well. And sometimes if you're going forward too fast, the ball will rotate too fast, and you'll do a little skip in the air that looks kind of weird. But yeah, like I said, feels great, looks great, works pretty good. And I've got the joystick rotator hooked up to the arm, so whichever way I'm pointing my control stick in, like that. So you can see this first Mechinator is made of cardboard and bubble paper. It's much like the rest of the level, but the rest of the levels will have the corresponding theme. For example, the next world would be Eve, so then it's going to be made out of wood and wood, like tree bark and that golden swirly material and like leaves and whatnot. So I know a bunch of people on YouTube are going to ask, so I'm going to put in a tutorial on how to make this right now. So we're going to jump into a new level and make something like this. Whoops, no, not that. Why do I keep doing that? Oh, okay, return to pod. Nope. So, I'm going to open a new level here, and I'm going to give you a quick rundown how to make something walk like that, because I know that was a big problem when I started is, you know, how do I get this to walk? I always had a lot of trouble with getting things to walk in the beta especially. I was trying to make something like this, and just wasn't working out for me, and I finally got this right, because I was kind of inspired by Little Big Planet 2 story mode that had creatures that sort of use the same method of transportation, except with 4 legs instead of just 2, but it works fairly well with 2 as it is. Okay, so I'm gonna open my tools bag, or my material bag, whatever, my swag bag is one might call it, and pick out blackboard. I like the blackboard. So I'm gonna make this. I'm gonna make it fairly big so you can see what's going on. So there's good size. And I'm gonna stick this right in the middle so it can walk on 3 plane surfaces easily without having to make like thin materials and whatnot in between them. And next I'm going to place down a little bit of Where's that? Oh my gosh. I'm having trouble. Is it brownwood? I think it is. The one from DaVinci's theme is brown, I think. Yeah, it is. Well, it looks like it. I hope it is. So there is one of our legs, right? And I'm just gonna make this like his foot, and it will be a darker brown, so you can kind of tell the difference. So there's his foot. It's kind of goofy, long foot. I'm gonna move this up so when I make the other leg. Alright, so what I'm gonna do here is put a gyroscope rotator on this leg so it stays upright. And whoops, gonna copy it, put it down here on the other side, and then I'm going to attach a bolt to it, rather large bolt, and get rid of that really quick. Put a bolt on there, and so I've got the basic, kind of see, basic legs right there. And so what I've got to do is recenter this and place a basic rotator. Actually, if you wanted to use direct control to control this, you would use an advanced rotator and set it to move left and right depending on whatever output you put inside of it. But right now I'm just gonna do it automated, and so it's just gonna be a basic rotator, and set it to acceleration probably 100, deceleration probably 100, and that looks like a piece of crap. So maybe I'll turn down this a little bit and make the strength of both of these gyroscopes about 100 too. So you can kind of see this is a basic walking. It's working pretty well, but I'm gonna probably want to turn down this speed too, so it looks more. There we go. But that's so. This noise is so bland too, right? Well, you can't have this. So what I'm gonna do, make an impact noise. So whenever these feet impact with the ground, it makes a sweet noise. So here we go. Is there a footstep? Giant footstep. There we go. On collision, or on impact, I'm gonna do the same thing here, on impact, and giant footstep. Footstep. Now let's see what that sounds like. That sounds very intimidating, and so yeah, this is very easy to do, very easy to make big walking feet like that, and it was a huge problem in the first game. A lot of people made these giant contraptions, and it was always difficult for me, but now it's so easy in this game. Just attach a couple rotators to a couple materials, and it's really simple. It works itself. It's great. So also, if you wanted to make like a top part where you're controlling, and I don't know, sort of like my Mechinator, you would probably attach a piece of wood to a hologram and have it follow. I don't know. It works. I'll kind of show you. Actually, I'll show you right now. I've got time. So, as you can see, I'm not very structured. So this is the one I have, and I'll just make it massive so you can see every single detail. So what I did, here is the Mechinator, right? Here's all the stuff. So as you can see, there's an invisible hologram connecting this top part where you're controlling, it has a controlinator on it, and the bottom part, which is the actual legs themselves, right? And then you've got this attached to a joystick rotator, which is your firing, this is your gun. So, yeah. There is, this hologram is glued to the top, and then the bottom of the hologram has a follower on it that follows the center of this ball at all times. And it's set to high speed and stuff like that, so it does not, we're gonna see what this feels like giant. Feels good, man. Except it like jumps up in the air. Way too fast. A little bit too fast. But still, works alright. And here comes my giant slow wooden one. I just love that. It's made out of wood and yet it's amazing. And it's just running into this guy over here. So that's how you make one of those. If you have any questions about that, you know, leave it in the comments or message me or something. And also, if you want to add me on PSN, because a lot of people have been wondering about how I do certain things in Little Big Planet, and you know, if you want to know something, just add me on PSN, ask me, hey, how do you do this? And I might even come to your pod and say, or might even add you as a friend and say, hey, I'll show you how to do this in your moon, so I can create tutorials and stuff like that. I'm not the greatest creator, but I know the basics. I know how stuff works. So yeah, that's about it, guys. So I'll see you later. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe and rate and stuff. So I'll see you later. Bye.